Hello everyone, it's Rumbleverse Warrior. Today we're going to talk about the types of ability boosters and builds you could create in the potential campaign mode I thought of a while back. If you'd like to catch up on how the campaign mode would function or the potential bosses that could be in Rumbleverse, then click on the link here or you can check the links in the description. With that being said, let's get started. Before we get into details of the booster abilities, there will be 3 different types of boosters. The first will be common boosters, and these are boosters that can be applied to all abilities or weapons. So things like more damage, poison effect, or making a non-chargeable attack into a chargeable one will fit into this category. Special boosters are boosters that will change your basic ability functions, like adding more wall splat totals, adding 1 extra combo to your basic combo, or even cause your charged vicious blast to cause damage instead of just having pushback. The last booster is unique boosters that will only affect specific abilities or weapons, like making the Keybat unbreakable or changing your strike ability's function. From the campaign mode video, we talked a little bit about ability boosters, and the way you get them is to collect wrestlers along your journey through the campaign mode. Ability boosters are what makes your special strikes, special grabs, or even your natural abilities be stronger, last longer, or change the way the ability normally functions to something entirely different. For example, let's take the Uppercut family ability. You can find Rumbleverse characters that can outright change how you normally use Uppercut by adding characters that can cause your Uppercut power priority to be lowered to a special strike priority. That way you can use Uppercut, and if the minion blocks it, you'll be able to dodge cancel out of the move to avoid being attacked. A second example of boosting Uppercut would be a boosting ability called Chin Check. This boosting ability will cause Uppercut to send the opponent directly into the air to where you no longer have to dodge cancel for the grab attack. You can just jump into the air and grab them once the attack connects. The final boosting effect for Uppercut is called Wombo Combo, and this ability allows you to be able to mix your Uppercut in with your basic combo. So now you can do combos like punch punch uppercut, and if you want a really great combo you can do punch punch uppercut jump grab for suplex and finish the minion off with an elbow drop for extra sauce. By adding all 3 of these boosters you will create an Uppercut boxer build where you are prioritizing using Uppercut more than anything else you want to boost. You can further increase your Uppercut ability by adding wrestlers that will cause other boosts, like increase damage for Uppercut by 5%, reduce stamina needed to use Uppercut, take away more stamina from your enemies when you hit them, cause poison damage on hit, or if you have green Uppercut you can find a Rumbleverse character that will allow you to charge your Uppercut for more damage. With Uppercut set as the example of possibilities for boosted effects, now we can mention other abilities as well. Starting with the shot family of kicks, goal shot would have boosted effects like adding an extra bounce to the enemy when they hit the ground, kick farther, kicks opponent directly upward for a follow-up air attack, change to a power priority strike, or your goal shot kicks your opponent into the nearest enemy as a projectile for extra damage to the opponent and nearby enemy. The enemy will also bounce off the opponent if it connects to give you an opportunity to do an air attack as well. Cosmo and Wrecked Shot will have boosters that will allow you to kick your opponent directly to the ground below you so you can follow up with an elbow drop or pull out a weapon for a weapon drop below. A booster can help you turn your enemy into a flying projectile towards the nearest enemy where the tracking will target them instead of hitting the ground. Boosters can change your ability by allowing a grab attack on the second kick in the air instead of using the kick. For the dive family, boosters can give you 1 extra combo for air grab attack after diving twice, make the enemy travel farther when hit again, or use a booster called Land Whale where dolphin dive button can be held down to travel at a fast speed to move around while the character looks like they are swimming on the ground. For the Punchline family, boosters can remove the wind up for the punch, turn the ability into a chargeable attack, or increase the blast effect at the end of the punch. Unique boosters like the ability called Sucker Punch, it will turn the Punchline into a grab attack priority that does little damage, but stuns the opponent long enough for a follow-up attack after the strike. The animation will have the opponent spin around when struck in a silly way to indicate they are temporarily stunned. Another unique booster will be called Running Haymaker, and it allows you to hold the punchline button to sprint towards an enemy, and when you let go of the button you will punchline whoever is close to receive the punch. This will cause stamina to be depleted the longer you hold it, but it will increase the attack the more you run. For the Cyclone family, you can get the booster called Twister that will allow you to hold the button to continuously spin at the cost of stamina. Another booster called Merry-Go-Round will change your Cyclone into an attack that only hits one person, but in return, when you hit the enemy, they will move away and do a Cyclone spin as well, and they will hit whoever is around them. For the Rocket family, the boosters could cause the blast from the rocket jump to be an area of effect attack that causes poison effect. Another booster called Lift Off could lift enemies that are laying down so you can launch them in the air for an air attack or grab attack. More boosters can allow you to double jump for 15 stamina, or recover in midair with a rocket jump when your opponent hits you into the air, or a booster ability called Rocket Launcher, which causes it to let you fully charge your skyrocket and aim down the sights like the launch cannon on the barge to punch through your enemies with a power priority flying punch. For the Swing family, a booster could cause the swing to start immediately when you grab your enemy, allow you to move around while swinging the enemy, directly throw them into the air for a follow-up air grab or strike, and increase the damage to enemies hit by the swing and damage the enemy that is being swung. Another booster can allow you to hold the swing button to continuously swing the enemy until you let go. The longer you keep swinging, the farther the enemy will travel. Now that we listed some examples of abilities that can be altered due to boosters, we can now think about the types of builds that can occur. There are 5 builds that I thought of that could be fun to use once you find the right character boosters. The first build is called the Superstar build. This build will have a focus on characters that help your super ability. The first spot will have Super be able to be activated at half meter. The second spot will have Super be a fast grab attack instead of the slow grab. The third spot will have Super be able to break through the enemy's attack or grab as a combo breaker. The fourth spot will have Super do more damage based on height, and the slam will cause a large area of effect attack that causes 150 damage to surrounding enemies caught in the blast. The fifth and final spot will be to make Super fully restore the Super meter if you use your Super grab before the meter is fully depleted. This combination will have you constantly dominating minions and using Super more often to not only save yourself, but cause damage and chaos to minions around you. The next build is called the Keybat Warrior build. This build focuses on the Keybat weapon as your primary focus. The first spot allows the Keybat to not be broken as long as you are the only one using the weapon. Other players will cause the Keybat to break when they use the Keybat. The second spot makes Keybat's throwing ability to bounce to 2 more enemies when you hit the first target. The rest of the other 3 spots can be used for damage, increase combos, or add a chargeable attack to the Keybat. The next build is called the Sonic Speed build, and it is a build that focuses on both the Rush family and the Starfish weapon. The first spot will make Bull Rush not consume stamina unless you hit an enemy, which will cause you to freely use the move around Grappital City without worrying about stamina. The second spot will cause Starfish to be able to use for travel like Sonic when he spins around, so you can travel across Grappital City as well. The third spot will add different chargeable effects based on which Starfish you have. Green Starfish Charge Attack causes a stun attack to the enemy. Blue Starfish Charge Attack causes a piercing attack through the enemy. Purple Starfish Charge Attack causes rapid hits to the enemy if you hit them. The fourth spot makes it to where Bull Rush will attach the enemy in front of you when you hit them, and you can hit a nearby wall to smash the enemy between you and the wall for more damage. The next build is called Soothing Voice build, and it focuses on nourishing Roar and making it a helpful healing and buff ability. The first spot causes Nourishing Roar to have the buffs of both empowering and energizing Roar. The second boost will cause the Roar to use less stamina to consume by 50%. The third boost causes the roar to cause 100 damage when it hits enemies. The fourth spot increases the heal and heal overtime by 25%, or you can replace this boost with the ability to instantly heal your allies instead of having heals over time for less healing. The last boost is called Deafening Shout, and the roar now causes the enemy to be stunned in place, holding their ears in pain. The last build I could think of is called the Booty Warrior build, or it can be called the Booty Bandit build.
The most important thing in your life is going to be booty. Yeah, I better listen.
It relies on a focus of the Liberate ability and making it useful for attacks and stealing items. The first spot causes Liberate to automatically fill the item the enemy drops into your pockets if you have empty space for it. The second spot is a booster called Buns of Steel, and it causes Liberate to do 150 damage to the enemy. The third spot will cause Liberate to be able to be used in the middle of your basic combos. The fourth and last spot is a booster ability called Back 'em Up, and this ability causes your Liberate to send the opponent flying in the direction you hit them. These were all the ideas I came up with so far in the types of boosters that could occur and the builds that would be fun to create. Many more creative ideas could come from the players to create new builds with their favorite abilities or weapons, and as time goes on, more and more abilities and weapons will come to inspire even more creative ideas for the boosters. Boosted abilities can also be a way for the developers to know which boosted abilities would be cool to add to the Battle Royale, as long as it is not too overpowered for players or can be easily abused to win matches. Hopefully the developers can take inspiration of this idea and make it better when they hopefully return one day. Until then, stay strong out there, Rumblers. We will return to Grappital City one day.